Great crates. Assault of the Dream grows ever stronger. We are in desperate need of trade goods and supplies to support the defense effort. Even just one crate could make the difference on the front line. Fashioneer can assist you with packing the shipments and bring the shipment to me. Loon watch over you, Defender of the Dream.
Good luck, friend.
Where does this quest take place? With Fashioneer in the central encampment. Fearsome? Oh, the supply crate master is right next to her. Oh. Objective complete. Shipment of goods.
Elune Adore. May the stars guide you.
Oh.
Good luck, friend.
Now pack 5 shipments? Our stockpiles have taken a grave hit. We need to replenish our reserves as soon as possible, lest the enemy gain the upper hand. With far more supplies than we previously envisioned. Once again, Vashnier can assist you with packing the shipments. Please return to me with 5 crates of goods.
Farewell.
Okay.
Ishnu Allah. Be careful.
Make you specs you were ever in your debt.
Asha Fela.
Oh.
Elune Adore. Farewell.
Oh, it's just that's a weekly turn-in thing to get extra seeds and shit, I guess, huh? Well, that's neat. Something to sink resources in that I otherwise don't really have too much use for a lot of these. I have a lot of resources and not a lot to spend them on. Alright, let's go do Cenarius' quest. I thought that was like an actual side quest. That's just a weekly turn-in. I kind of wish the weekly turn-ins had the blue exclamation points on them. Alright, so Cenarius has a quest. Sky Mother's Ire. Received reports from the Druid that the Druids of the Flame have established another staging ground just south of the Eye of Ysera. Unfortunately for them, their incursion point has disrupted the local winged wildlife and drawn the ire of the Mother of Flight. Speak with Aviana and lend her your aid. You need her eyes and wings in the battle to come. I have no doubt my old friend has established a roost above the invasion point. Find her to the east. Okay. Seek out Aviana. 4 of 7 chapters done already. Well, it might be this Eye of Ysera, maybe the next one. Oh, I still have that marker from that. Oops. Oh, control click removes it, gotcha. Oh, she's up there. By the Mother Tree, what do they why do you care what they're doing? Fascination, my precious friend, is the only thing. Change comes to the dream and you are not the least bit curious? Curious, I watch them and their sycophantic leaders burn Hyjal. I will not let them. Oh, friend? Mine or yours?
What a fascinating creature.
Things are not what they seem. Isn't that exciting? Why are you called a Loa? Why are you a Draenei? Why are you called a Paladin? It's who you are. Loa is who I am. It's what I was called by my first devotees, and it's what I have chosen to embrace. Khonzu swivels their great head around, their eyes narrowing in a cheeky expression. History is certainly delightful, isn't it?
Goodbye, and hello, as always.
Yvette aided many spirits of the wilds, and those that worship them. You, however, are new. Doesn't that make this all the more exciting? An unfamiliar droplet in ocean of ordinariness. Wild gods, the august celestials, even the many Loa you are familiar with. Instead of perceiving me through the lens of what is known, consider an alternative. The Tree of Life is vast, her crown reaching high and her roots sinking deep. And you, High Lord, have only seen a few of her many branches.
Getting lost is the best way to find things.
My winged children fill the skies. They
I expected
are my
Cenarius would send
eyes,
some support eventually.
my life.
But this foolish, ground-dwelling Loa? Gonna taps her talon in annoyance as she gives Khonzu a side-eyed glare.
I am reborn.
Yana's eyes narrow as she watches the druids of the flame far below. Khonzu may be content with letting these heretics destroy the very fabric of the dream, but I am not. Bring me scraps of their armor stained with blood as proof of your deed. Do not hold back, Spexia. Remember what these heathens are capable of.
Are you supposed to be here? You've been frightfully predictable.
You again? Well, you must be here to help, correct? Absolutely you are. Why would you not? This development is so exciting. What could these desolating druids be up to? Fortunately, a few of my friends have infiltrated the druids. I'm sure they have quite the story to tell. Go forth, my curious companion, and bring back exciting news.
Wait until you see what happens next.
I wonder what parts of Khonzu's story we're actually going to get. 'Cause I am genuinely curious. Fairy Dreamkin looks at you in surprise. Khonzu's interested in what you have learned about the Druids of the Flame. Khonzu! Dreamless druids come, but they no burn. They watch the plants. They change the plants. So they're just infusing the plants with fire? Is that what that is? Harvest the seeds and roots with fire, but fire no burn. Fire blooms. Interesting. Asphodel research notes. And some Singe research notes on the slain druid. Notes detail experiments being carried out by the Druids of the Flame. We learn they have created an unusual pollen capable of infusing dream flora with their flame-imbued magic. The next stage targets the local wildlife with the same pollen. And so would definitely be interested in a sample of the pollen in these notes. What we got here? Binders stuffed with disorganized pages, folded leaflets, and tattered research notes. You flip open the disorganized ashwood binder, you flip to an official-looking letter marked with a sigil you've never seen. You've received word from the priestess to begin our work and prepare our arrival in the dream. Now is the time to embrace our inevitable future. To remind our people that fire and life can coexist. Attached to this missive, you will find instructions to carry out until our allies have finished preparations. The dawn of our triumph is upon us. Soon all we have worked for and all that we have accomplished will bear fruit. From ashes we are born, upon flames we ascend. Rodin Dawncaller. Attached to the previous page, you find a second note, scrawled in a harsher hand signature. You're assigned to Lundane on the western shores. Our new allies will require a demonstration of our expertise with fire and nature. Local blossoms will do nicely. Show our new benefactors the power we hold over flame and nature. I will oversee the distribution of our needed supplies to from our contacts in Veldraken. Expect delays in our herb shipments. I'm staggering our purchases and shipping lines to evade detection from the consortium and other watchful eyes on the Dragon Isles. Overseer Chardon. Look to an inventory page with several bills of sale bearing the mark of the Artisans Consortium. New Cinderbloom, 2 crates. 2 crates, a new variant harvested from Hydra, low supply due to supply line conflicts. Magnolia, 10 crates, harvested from the Firelands, readily available access. Supplied by the Artisans Consortium. Firebloom, 10 crates, harvested in Tanarus and the Searing Gorge. Golden Fire Orchid, 1 crate, harvested in the Valley of Four Winds. Damaged in transit, unusable. Fireleaf, 5 crates, harvested from Borean Tundra. Cinderbloom, 10 crates, harvested in Uldum. Preserved Fireweed, 1 bundle. Extinct plant from Draenor. Harvested from Draenor, treat with caution. I was gonna say, how the fuck did they get Fireweed? But I guess there was a way to find that in an extremely rare circumstance on Outland. Freshly picked Flame Cap, 1 bundle, harvested in Zangarmarsh. Stop on a page with many messy notes scrawled over. The bow blossoms in these parts of the plains are remarkable, and rife with such potent life energies. Difficult to set them aflame, but even in doing so, the blossoms regenerated rather quickly from the center of the flower. I wonder if it has anything to do with our proximity to the Dream Portal. Efforts to imbue the blossoms with living flame continue, but the resistance to change has halted our progress. New Cinderbloom properties have inspired an idea on how to approach the infusion of these blossoms. Success. Upon observing the rapid burning and regrowing Cinderbloom's petals when ignited, my cohorts and I attempted a mirrored approach with the bow blossoms. Petal Flame Blossom Infusion. Infuse the petals of the blossoms with enough flame to spark ignition. When the regeneration from the center of the flower begins, sequence several channels of flame into the central stamen. Overloading the regenerative portions of the bow, the subs resulted in an utter suffusion of the flowers, turning them into flora of living flame. Further inspection reveals these flame blossoms refuse to die. Rumors are going around that another group has captured a Dream Guardian and will be transporting it to these ruins. I wonder what they found. The rest of the page is scrawled with scribbles, sketches, and hard-to-read footnotes. Stop at a page with a formal note and the same eloquent hand script you saw earlier in the book. My faithful students, as our kin continue to convert other Guardians of the Dream in preparation for our invasion, I am faced with a daunting logistical problem. Every druid we dedicate to converting and infusing the denizens of the Dream with flame is one less druid we have in our ranks to take the World Tree once we open the way. If we were to turn the very forests of the Dream to our cause, we cannot hope to convert hundreds of thousands of lesser creatures by sheer force alone. Fortunately, I've been inspired by your success with the blossoms in Lundane. Once our forces have entered the Dream, a select few will begin your study on the local flora of the realm. I believe the secret to unifying nature and fire can be found within the Dream itself. If we can infuse the flowers and plants of the Dream into specimens of living flame, then we can help usher in a new dawn the Prophet has promised us. We are not here to burn or sear the beasts and flower and trees of this pristine realm. We are here to change them. Our future and the future of this world depends on our mission. From ashes we are born, upon flames we ascend. Rodin Dawncaller. Interesting. Let's see what else we can learn from this besides this tome we found. A dream and flame, a fledgling flower. It sprouts and blooms, blooms of destruction. It burns, the flower peak burns, roots through petals, the fires bloom. Anzu? From blooms to wind, the pollen soars, through the beasts and plant, the burning spreads. Anzu, got it. Oh, I gotta kill a bunch of these druids. So no other objective is apparently to re-establish
That
Night Elves' immortality.
I cannot use that item now. That
Dude, I don't think they realize. I don't think it's gonna work the way they think it does. I can certainly tell you it ain't gonna bring all their loved ones back, that's for sure. That is absolutely not how it works. Trust me, I was there.
That item is still recharging. I cannot use that item now. It is not ready yet.
I'm very convinced though, however, that there's a lot more to the Emerald Dream than we actually realize. I think there's a great lie of order that we are not aware of.
Things are not what they seem.
On this bundle of flame pollen and these research notes with the Druid of the Flame. Hanzo peers at the note, reading it in full before sniffing at the bag of pollen. How intriguing! Not only have these druids created a new type of plant, they are using its pollen to cross-pollinate other dream plants. How curious! Makes you wonder what kind of effect this creature has on the local wildlife, or perhaps the Loa. Only one way to find out, isn't there? Wait, hold on a second.
You've been frightfully predictable.
What are you, Kwanzu? No! Did he just eat it? Pollen, this change is boring, predictable. This isn't change. Ah. Have you gone mad? Sadly, no. But this does change things.
Oh, is this your dream or mine?
Hanzo blinks slowly as they stare down at you.
Wait until
That
you see
was
what
devastatingly
happens
mundane.
next.
Soot and ash forever unchanged? Hanzo shakes their enormous head. No, I do not like.
Goodbye, and hello as always.
Well now, this is interesting, isn't it? Hanzo shudders as they tap their feet rapidly in excitement. You must be fascinated by this too, Spexia. Oh, how silly of you. Of course you are.
Getting lost is the best way to find things.
Add this to our pile of books that eventually need to make their way into the bank. Oh, we have new notes here, hang on. Takes it out of a scratched out observation notes, scribbled diagrams, and a barely legible journal entry. Experiment was a success. Flame pollen from our newly created specimens have proven a viable means for natural flame infusion. Not only observed the successful transformation of other plant life, but some of the local wildlife as well. It is curious to note, however, that our pollen has little to no effect on the more powerful spirits of the dream. Neither Dryad nor Trent appear to be affected by the pollen. I theorize the more powerful the denizen, the more resistant they may be to our magic. I recommend we focus our efforts on the local wildlife for the next stage in our plan. Rodin has been updated on our progress, and Chardon has ordered the initiation of Phase 2. Our guards have isolated a small glade and transplanted a few dozen grafts of our Asphodel specimen to test its effects on the wildlife. Yet another tome for the pile.
The skies.
The minute they are left
my
uncontested, another portion of the dream is lost to their
domain,
heinous acts. Actions speak louder than inquiries, champion. Remember that the next time your prey invades your homeland. Laviana shoots a cruel side-eye towards Kwanzu.
Those who harm my children.
Skeezer remains locked on Kwanzu for a moment, her brow furrowed. I don't see eye to eye with Kwanzu's fascination for change. Their incessant inquiry has unveiled a more deep-seated plot than originally suspected. Putting down the wildlife won't mean much if we don't tear out the root of the cause. Locate the burning asphodels in the glade below and tear them out.
What a fascinating creature.
The cinder pollen doesn't evoke interesting change. It consumes all until nothing, but ash remains. It brings uniformity. I find that to be tragically stale. I'm all for change, no matter the origin. But if this change stymies all future possibilities for further change, then it must be stopped. Creatures of the dream have been infected by this pollen, and they must be extinguished. This is not a flame that can be allowed to grow.
Wait until you see what happens.
Tasting this flame pollen has
next.
given me a small glimpse into the terrible, unchanging state that awaits these creatures. Take this charm and use my vision to see which creatures have been affected. You know what to do next. Could be the meandering rootlands, eh? Off this way, then. Target acquired.
That item is still recharged. I cannot use that item yet. It is not ready yet.
Wisps of smoke flicker from the roots while cinder-hot pollen continues to sputter from the flower's peak.
That item is still recharged. I need to target something. I cannot attack that target.
Oh.
I cannot use that item.
Interesting.
I require a target.
We'll rip up some of these asphodels. I'll wait this out. I want to see what we get from this one. Mm. What do we get? A holy shitload of crap. Now let's finish getting these uprooted Resfidels and kill a bunch of animals.
I do not have a target.
Oh, I guess the infused beetles don't count. Damn. I was kinda hoping they would. Good lord, I'm already back over 1,000 flight stones, really? Oh, there we go. I was like, why don't I see any of these animals? They're all
It is not
juiced up on fire shit. Never that thing active. Doesn't last forever, that's
I
why.
cannot use that idea. That item is still recharging. It is not ready. I am out of range. I cannot use that item now. It is not ready yet.
Oh. Wrong animal.
That item is still recharging.
There we go. Well, we got all this. Let's go back up to them and see what's next. Smoldering Phoenix Ash for? Oh, we need 15. Is credit not due where credit is earned? Your penchant for fascinated action has finally yielded fruit. You try your best not to choke on it. You wound me, O Lady of the Birds. Do not mistake my curiosity for change for meaningless inaction. Twitches and ruffles her wings in aggravation.
The skies are
The Asphodels are allowed to
my
spread their
domain,
foul pollen
mortal.
unchecked, and the rest of the dream is in grave danger. Aviana grimaces.
Speak, mortal.
Hold on, Spexia. I'll ensure Cenarius is made aware of the damage these weeds have inflicted. You Dryads should be able to clear up any remaining pollen or flowers you might have missed. And his gaze drops to the Druid of Flame incursion point directly below. Bam! What's going on, dude? Good evening. Level 1 task remains now, champion.
Are you supposed to be here?
Imagine the lengths these agents of monotony had to go in order to get me, the Loa of Change, to interfere with their dream-changing plot. The absolute gall.
Goodbye, and hello, as always.
Those research notes you brought, Kwanzu, made mention of the ones behind these foul experiments. The Overseer, the one named Chardon, has been under our noses this whole time. He oversees their research station below us. If we are to permanently end their terrible experiments and disrupt their progress, then he must be made an example of. Not much about to go to bed soon that I pop in for a bit. Oh, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks. Mortal, your dedication to these discoveries has been something to behold. I'm almost a little proud to have set you on such heroics. Must it always be about you? Of course, Avian. The mortal already expects as much. As a friend of Kwanzu, they've come to know me quite well. Or maybe not at all. Kwanzu blinks slowly as they regard you with a knowing nod. Alright, time to go kill Overseer Chardon. Checking out the new 10.2 content for World of Warcraft. It's been pretty fucking cool so far. I landed in a really funky spot there.
I cannot attack that. It is not
Oh, there you are.
I cannot use that item now.
If Rodin's vision ain't gonna fucking happen. Their overseer is dead then. Vienna gives you a curt nod of approval. Good. Charting gone, their experiments destroyed, and their research brought to a halt, let us hope that this is the end of their twisted schemes. I wonder where Kwanzu swooped off to during your absence. Don't ask. They weren't inclined to tell me. Mentioned something about being bored with the agents of uniformity. I'm sure they'll turn up again at some inopportune time. Liana shakes her head in annoyance. Charred staff of the Overseer, twisted beyond use by hateful magics. More rep. Thank you, thank you. How many quests are still out here yet?